after all this time, thinking I could do, feel like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time. Welcome. So, today we're going to do something different. Instead of driving around, we are going to go over some airsoft stuff before the auction. Yeah, and we'll go a little into depth of kind of what's going on and what you should be buying, why you should be buying, how do certain things work. Yeah, so let's start out. We're not going to buy anything. So this is our MiR Tactical long sleeve shirt. So this is my modeling of my MiR Tactical tan or green long sleeve shirt. So, yeah, let's rock and roll. Let me go into. I'm gonna just showcase a few products because we normally don't get to showcase things like on the. We do a little bit on the web, so that's what this is for every day, is to kind of showcase. You know, just a few things. Either it's gear, or it's airsoft guns, or it's grenade launchers. I don't know, batteries, everything like that. So I'm just going to go over a few different things for you guys, so you guys can see in a little more depth before you actually go and bid on something. So I'm going to start out with the TAP pistol. Now these have been. Jag came out with a few lines of pistols, and with this, the Jag line has these TAP ones. They have some less expensive GMX. And then they also have some higher end stuff like the Terran Tactical, as well as the Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is going to be a different platform than this, but let's go with the normal high Kappa. So these all come with green gas magazines. And with the green gas, you get nice reliability. People ask, why do you go green gas over CO2? Well, green gas is less powerful than CO2. So when you go with CO2, it shoots harder, but you're wearing the internals. It's kind of like putting nitrous in an engine, right? Your pistol will shoot faster and farther, or faster and harder, but you're going to be wearing out those internals of your engine a little bit faster. So these high Kappas do take CO2 pistols, or CO2 mags as well, but they come with green gas. This one in particular comes with a stippled lower here, so that's why it's all grippy grip right down here. And you get the CNC'd kind of slides and things like that as well. So that's one thing of why these TAP pistols are so nice, is that they're also full metal. So the whole top is full metal. The rail section, there's 3 frames to a high Kappa. There's the slide, there's the middle rail section here, and then there's the base frame. This one, because it's stippled, the base frame is polymer. And then you have a metal rail and then metal slide. So that's how it works. So, and with high Kappas like a 1911, you have 2 safeties. You have your beaver tail safety back here, and then you have your flip up safety right here. So when the hammer's back, you can flip that up and you can't shoot. So these are really nice. Also too, if you don't like orange tips on your airsoft guns, this one is actually, if you look close here, it's actually part of the compensator. So you just go pop that off. So we're always early. So we always do a session in the morning, and then we do a session in the afternoon. So that's how a TAP high Kappa works. All right. And I mean, these things function real nice. So this is more. These morning shows are going to be more informative, whereas the afternoons are going to be fun and crazy. But so with the TAP high Kappa, you get pretty crisp trigger pull. And then it locks back. So there you go. So that's the TAP high Kappa. Woo! All right. Kablammy! All right. I love that part of Anchorman. Kablammy! That was what the guy said. So let's move in. Again, these are mainly sessions this morning. We're going to do these in the mornings to where we explain a little bit more to the products that we're selling, so you guys can have a better understanding coming into the auctions, right? So One of the things that we've been bringing up are these Li-ion batteries, okay? So people have been asking, what is Li-ion? Well, Li-ion allows you to have higher milliamp in a smaller package. So kind of like Armin, big things in small packages or small things in big packages. We don't know. This is a Li-ion battery. Now, they take the same charger as a LiPo battery. So if you have a LiPo charger, they take the same thing. But the cool thing about Li-ions is that they're smaller, more compact than LiPos in some cases. They're a little thicker. But the milliamp is much. So if I get a Elite Force battery, which I don't have right here, the Elite Force batteries are going to be 900 milliamps, where these are 2500 milliamps. And we always say milliamps is like the length of the actual, like the duration of the battery length. And with this 2500 milliamps, this is about 3 Elite Force 11.1 batteries. Because the Elite Force batteries, those stick batteries that you see before, are about, they're 900 milliamps, where these are 2500 milliamps. Also, one of the benefits of Li-ion, so think about it, you pay 40 bucks for a Li-ion, it would cost you 60 bucks for a comparable 3 LiPos, and you don't have to change them out. The Li-ion are really nice in the way too of that you can drain these all the way down. So one of the things you don't want to do with LiPos is drain them all the way to zero. They lose memory. These are like your computer batteries, so you can drain these all the way down to zero and not affect anything. The Vulcan ones are made by Samsung. They have Samsung battery cells in here, so they're really good quality battery cells. And they come both in 7.4 stick, so you'll see a stick version of this, just a stick, and then 11.1, 11.1. So your ARP556, this one would actually work. This 7.4 would work real well. So there you go. So again, these again in the morning are just informative sessions of some things that we got coming up on the live streams, so you guys get a little more in depth. Let's do, where's my, there we go, there's my baby. So let's do my baby. This is also Richard Baxter's baby. We're getting deliveries, but we're taking a little bit of a break so we can get you guys all your product out, as well as kind of showcase you some of the product that we actually have for sale. So this is a Scorpion Evo, okay? Scorpion Evo. We have sold these quite a bit on the live streams, but this is the base version. They do make a carbine version, which is a longer front rail. It's all M-lock into a suppressor or into like a normal kind of single barrel. Scorpion Evos are fully made of polymer, just like the real ones, and it's actually a really nice polymer, grippy, you know, high quality. Now with the Scorpion Evos, this is the only airsoft gun that is not made in like Asia. It's actually made in Denmark, okay? It's a made in Denmark. You can even see it's even got the sticker. If it has a sticker, it must be true. Made in Denmark, 144. So with the Scorpion Evo, a few features on it. Drawbacks, good things, bad things, is Scorpion Evos have 95 round magazines. They have a functional bolt catch. So when the magazine is actually out, so you pop the magazine out, you put a new magazine in, you have to remove the bolt catch. Okay, you have to hit the bolt catch. So that starts it back over. So it's got got a detection system. When you're out of BBs, it stops shooting. You have semi, 3-round burst, and full auto on these. So you cannot, people have asked about this, you cannot put a gate tighten in there. It's got its own internal MOSFET. They have some things called attack kits, which is a new front end that makes this M-lock. So you've seen some of our cool custom guns that we've done in some of these live streams where it replaces this whole front and it puts a grip here and everything like that. Now, what also makes this gun special is the fact that it's got a quick change gearbox or quick change spring system. So all you have to do is remove that piece in there, put a new spring in, and you're good to go. Now that's a good and bad thing because, you know, when you're out playing, someone could technically just replace their spring, But it's a good thing too if you want to play CQB or outdoors. It's very easy to do. Now here's one of the drawbacks of the Scorpion Evo is the battery. Now, we do sell the batteries that fit these specifically. However, it is a little bit of a pain sometimes to get the battery out of these. Boop, boop, boop. So let's just move through here real quick. All right, so that's how you do. You remove this little piece right here, and then you shimmy, shimmy. Now here's where the fun part is. This is the charging handle with the spring right in there. That loves to fly out, so you always got to be careful with that. So you can even tell it's under tension. Woo. Oh, all right, there we go. I told you. Wrong way. There we go. So what you do then is you have this battery compartment up front right here. So this is where you throw your LiPo battery in. Now they do make specific LiPo batteries, 1500 milliamp, so actually a pretty decent size LiPo. You shim it through there, you plug it in there, and then you're good to go. But again, here's where the pain in the butt comes. You have to kind of hold this with the spring tension on it, stick this in there, guide it in, rock it back and forth, keep rocking, there we go. Now this is even harder on the larger one. And then screw that on. And then so this barrel nut is the thing that's keeping your front handguard on. But I tell you what, this airsoft gun stock shoots about 380, 390. But the distance you get out of this is actually really, really superb. They put a lot of effort into this, and these airsoft guns are just like insane out of the box, at least for rate of fire and distance, for being a small package. I forgot one more thing here. These also have adjustable stocks. Now, upgrades to this, I mentioned earlier, is that they have a whole front like body kit that you can add to this, and you guys have seen this in some of our live streams, especially a few weeks ago. They also have a CNC trigger that you can put in here. They have magazine clips, so you can like clip 2 magazines on each other. And what I haven't seen too many people do is they have an M4 buffer tube kit. So you replace this back part with a CNC piece, and then you have an M4 buffer tube on the back, so you can put a normal stock. I haven't seen that too much on a lot of them because it is kind of expensive. One of the other things, let's see if I got it around here. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm going to show you one of the other cool things here real quick. Whoop. All right, here's my other piece. So one of the other cool pieces with this is they don't have lye ions for those. Is that they also come with like cases. So you can get these cases. This is a soft shell, or they have like a hard Pelican case for these. So you can put all your mags in the front here. You get a patch panel. And then this is only for the smaller version. They have cutouts for everything. So you can put extra magazines in there. And then you have the cutout for the actual AEG in there. So, and it also works on the HPA version. Notice there's a little cutout right there for the HPA version. So they do make these for the soft case as well as the hard case. The hard case is going to be a little more expensive in the $100 range. It's kind of like a Pelican case. So where this one's just mainly a soft case, but it's got pretty dense foam. These go for about, I think, like 65 or 40 bucks for these. So if you want like a personalized case, everyone knows that you have a Scorpion. There you go. They do make, Richard brought up a good point, they do make a thread adapter for this too, so you can put like a mock suppressor on it too. And I'll show you real quick how to do this. This is actually kind of interesting. Is with the thread adapter, you actually keep the barrel nut thing on. You actually just remove this orange piece here, and it slides on top of the barrel nut that's on here. So you actually keep this barrel nut with a thread adapter. It's kind of weird when you first see it because you don't think that would be the case, but yeah. So I mean, these are stock, one of the best AEGs you can buy. They are pricey, $370 bucks. But again, you get super high quality from a company like ASG, and it's the only airsoft gun not made in Asia. So that's kind of an interesting thing to have. and that quick change spring system. All right, so let's go to some questions quick, and then we'll go over some other stuff. I just wanted to do these in the morning rather than mix it up a little bit than the car singing ABBA and Dancing Queen, and which is ABBA, and doing other things like that, because I want you guys to see a little in-depth of some of these kind of items before you actually bid on them. So let's look here. Hi, Courtney. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's good morning for me. Good morning. How is the hop-up adjustment on those? It's actually really easy on the hop-up. On the Scorpion Evo, you have this little key here, and this key changes the hop-up. T6, we're getting caught up, so that was over the weekend, so we should be by Wednesday. Yeah, it's click. Oh, so you're replying to Courtney there. Placing the batteries like a 10-year-old moment later. Yeah. I'll get you the threaded adapter. Don't forget about the speed trigger. Yeah, they do have that speed trigger. This one, we do have other versions of this. So this is an 800 version of the Pelican case. Let's go over that. Why not? Let's go over the Pelican case. By popular demand, Scott. By popular demand. This is a Vault Pelican case. So Vault is a little different. These are meant like specifically as gun cases. They also are, they have wheels and they have a, oh God. All right. See, Scott, I'm doing everything for you. All right. So let's open this up. So this is a Vault Pelican case. This is a big one. This one's 53 inches. So this has foam on the top and on the bottom. Foam on the top and the bottom. Now, the foam on the bottom, I gotta check. Yeah. Well, they're built like a champ. Let me check here. There's 2 layers of foam on the bottom. So there's 2 layers of foam on the bottom of these. This one is not pick and pluck. This one's just like cut out. But there's two layers of foam on the bottom here on these. Now I have these in a little smaller size. This is a V800. They make a V730 and a V700 as well. They do have wheels. They do have wheels, so you can see wheel. Now I got to figure out where I'm going to put this. Oh, we'll put it right here. So that is a cool option for people if you want a hard case. This will fit in a truck. The other versions do not fit in trucks. Okay, that's a big version. That's the big boy version. All right, and then, yeah, so that's that one. Put it in your pile. It's like the it's kind of like your what is it? Back to the Pile, the South Park episode when they took our jobs. All right. What else do we have today that I can showcase that is awesome? Again, this one was a little impromptu because I wanted to kind of get this series going. We'll do this. Let's do. We have a submachine gun theme today, I guess. So this is a VFC. This is the MP5A4 from VFC. Now, VFC made a version before this, and this is the new version. The old version had an inherent flaw with it. Okay, so this one has semi and full auto. Okay, semi and full auto. The old version had semi, 3-round burst, and full auto. Now, I'm going to show you what was the issue. So I forgot what gear this is called. I forgot. I'm not a tech, but on the bottom of this gear in the old version of these, there used to be this little tiny piece right here. And if that broke off, which is very common, it was an extra piece to a gear, so you can never replace the gears out of these originally. And if that ever broke off, you lose safety, you lose semi, and you lose 3-round burst. Because this was a little like catch on this gear to actually catch this special mechanism in the safety 3-round burst. So Elite Force said, well, that kind of sucks. That's a horrible design. So let's just throw our Avalon gearbox in the MP5s, because the VFC externals on all these are amazing, immaculate. So the one flaw was the gearbox. So Elite Force likes to improve on things. In fact, we have an MP7, the VFC MP7, that actually has a metal steel barrel now. It used to be a clamshell, and we'll go over that later. But so they built that. They took the really good frame that they had with the MP5 and then put a VFC Avalon gearbox. The one drawback to that, again, is you lose that 3-round burst. But for most people, that really is most of a gimmick than it is actually used. So now you have full auto and semi. Now these are the A4s. The A5s are a little different because the A5s are front wired, A4s are rear wired, and that's because the A5s have a skeleton stock. But if you want a lot of stock room, you still don't get, you get a ton because you can put your giant batteries in the back there. But see, with the Avalon gearbox, you also have the MOSFET built in. It's actually in the gearbox. This is like the secondary fuse. But these are really, really solid. We've sold quite a bit of them, and a lot of people seem to be liking them. It's upside down. And that's pretty easy. This one's got the easiest battery compartment. The front battery compartment is always the toughest because the A5 has the smallest battery compartment, where these you can put large type batteries in. The A5s you have to put, because it's a rounded front, you have to put the butterfly flat lipos in. Those seem to work really well. People have asked, we've actually built a few. Midwest Industries clamp mounts and the rails for the bottom here actually fit these. So if you're Gucci into Midwest Industries, they do fit these Avalons. One of the other things that they do is this is now a 14 mil counterclockwise thread. So you can thread a suppressor or anything on that right now from the factory. So that is another thing, another improvement that they did as well. The MiR, you know, there you go. That is true. You can put a Titan. So on these, you can put a Titan in there, and you can do like a 3-round burst setting, but you don't have like an extra notch. So there's no notch in between single and there's not like that. Let's go to my pile over here. We haven't even had time to clean up from the auction last night because we have too much fun. Let's look at let's go over a little experiment. So no, I got it. We're going to do one more thing, and then we'll end this today. Again, we're going to do more and more of these. This was just an experiment this morning. We all like experimentation. Ask Eddie. These are EPMs. So there's EPMs coming too. And let me, if you guys have a second, give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you the differences between the EPM1 and the EPMs. I'm going to go grab one real quick.
It's filled with BBs.
All right. I'm back. So I'm going to show you the difference now between the EPM1 tornado siren. So these are the two differences. This is based on the original EPMs, and this is an EPM1. So these are the new ones that they're coming out with, and these have been sold out everywhere because they just can't produce enough. So sorry for the tornado siren in the background. I swear it's not a whatever. We'll just keep rolling. So here's the difference visually between the two. One of the things you'll notice is this has the rubberized butt pad on there. This one's a polymer butt pad. They're shaped a little different. However, the main part up top here is relatively the same. So you guys can see that they're kind of twins right there. The other difference is this has more of like a textured, where this has little ribs on there. You also have ribs on the side here, right here, and this is smooth, okay? So that's a difference really right there. Also too, on these, you notice that there's a kind of orange part right here. That, when you fill this mag up, hits the bottom to show your mag is full. This has like a 1950s gas gauge on it. And when I say 1950s, it's sort of accurate. So when you're halfway, it doesn't mean you're actually halfway. It means that you're just sort of halfway. Where these hold like 190 BBs, these hold 140. So again, little bit of visual differences here between the EPM ones and the regular EPMs, obviously, but the color on these. These have the more transparent window with the gas gauge, and this one's kind of full. But this one, like I said, a lot of rounds coming out of this one. So that's the difference. Unfortunately, I'm teasing you because these do not come out. These already came out, and we already sold out multiple times. The next time we're going to see these are going to be in June. So that's the EPM one. These are the EPMs. EPMs are about $20. EPM, well, these are a little more because of the color. EPM ones are 30 bucks, okay? $30. So back is actually pretty similar. Again, they just replaced this kind of like texture with some like ribs. So all these do require a little bit of a break-in period. What we've noticed is that these, because these can like push up 40-gram BBs like no one's business. Both of these have really good springs. Is that if you have a max hop-up unit, you want to make sure you have the newest generation max hop-up unit, because the old max hop-up unit had a little hole on the top, and these springs push so high that it would sometimes get hooked in the hole a little bit and start jamming like crazy. Good thing is, if you guys bought a max hop-up unit from us in the last month and a half, they're all the new version. So the max hop-ups still work with the old version. Just with these mags, they tend to not work because, again, these mags have such a strong spring, because these can, you know, pull 40-gram BBs up pretty quick, that it put too much tension on the max hop-up thing, and there's a little lip in the old version where it would sometimes, not all the time, get caught right in it and start chopping BBs. So we have these for pre-sale right now. I'm being really good to PTS, so hopefully they're really good to me back. So that's true, Mike Honcho. But for you, it's maybe not her. It may be them. KWA SR10 M4. Well, the KWA mags work pretty good. These feed pretty much good in everything. So, all right, let's do another one. Let's keep looking at stuff. Where is my? Let's do some gear. Let's look at this. You have a question. I don't know what your question is. If you just say you have a question, no one knows what that question is. All right, so these are the combat shirts that we talked about last night. So coming into summer, these are really nice. These are by Condor, and the whole top is mesh. Mike Honcho knows about mesh right now. So these are mesh tops right here, front and back. And then where your plate carrier sits, it's this really nice, you know, breathable, flexible material. But what they also do so that, because most of the times your arms are the things getting, you know, torn up and stuff like that, they go a little thicker material on the arms. Okay, this is a normal material. You have zippers on the sides here with more mesh. Everyone likes more mesh. Patch panels so you can rock your favorite MiR tactical patch or your favorite meme patch. And then on the back, the elbows actually have this kind of like just like guard, like elbow protector as well on the back. So these are really nice, especially if you like solid colors, because they do make multicam, but those get a little expensive. But they do have this in black, tan, green, gray, navy, and multicam. So these are really, really nice. They're real breathable. So on usually it's like day 2. Everyone wears their normal camo on day 1 of an op, and then normally day 2 is when things start getting a little more lax with how they match their camos. But these are really, really nice. Zippered fronts, so you can show your chest hair. Mike, you can show your chest hair in there. There you go. I did. Keithan, I got an ICS BLE, but Scott bought it. So there you go. So these are really, really nice. These go for about 40 bucks, but, you know, 40 bucks is worth it. Let's do another pistol for Keithan. Well, I'll rush it in. 15-minute watch. This was the pistol I had on last night for Keithan, but Keithan decided not to show up. This is a Black Leopard Eye, BLE. This is before Joe Exotic. These are green gas only, and the cool thing about these is you can actually change the back strap out. So there's a pin you pop here, and you can change it out to a normal back strap. Everyone knows about, Eddie knows about straps. It's kind of like a Glock wannabe in a way. In fact, it's got a G serial number. These hold 32 rounds in there. Really lightweight, really crisp. Full metal slide, 115 bucks map. And this has a unique mag release. You can actually push left or right. So you got right there or right there. And it's super lightweight. And you got this cool leopard in the grip. And then, like I said, it comes with an extra back strap that's a little more curvy. But it's crisp. I'll show you how it shoots real quick. These shoot about, I think these shoot about 315 feet per second. Oh, and I forgot about this. The safety is in the trigger. So that's your fire. You guys can kind of see that now. That's how it'll shoot. I had that issue yesterday. But it's pretty crisp. It kicks pretty good too. I'm just going to hold it like weak, limp-wristed. So it's pretty solid. You got this dual stage trigger here too, so if you guys can see that. Kind of like a Glock trigger. And you got these cool glow-in-the-dark sights right down there as well. Well, we are getting new holster options. So one of the things that ASG brought back to us is these SciTech holsters, and we'll showcase those more maybe when we get them in. But they're inexpensive polymer hard holsters that fit most different guns like high kappas, things like that. So, all right. I think that's going to do it for today. Mr. Bald Eagle is watching over us. Soul Patch Man has been... That's true. Don't watch out for that one. Remember, we have all our MiR Tactical merch on sale. 30 bucks for the long sleeves, 25 shipped for the short sleeves. If you guys are watching right now and want to play some airsoft in the Chicagoland area, we have about 20 spots left for Paintball Explosion this Saturday. Again, Saturday. There will be specific rules that we're sending out to participants to maintain social distancing and CDC guidelines to everything. Face masks will be required. And then Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box will be limited most likely to 250 participants. We're going to have a good time out there. We're going to stay safe. I hope everyone is staying safe out there. I hope everyone is having a great time out there. Shipping department right now, we're still getting caught up, but we're getting very, very close now to getting to about 2 days. So you guys should be seeing tracking numbers update to your what's it called? To your email. If you don't see the tracking number to your email, it either hasn't shipped or it's in your spam. So check those. Make sure you check those out. If you guys are waiting for Condor product, I have all the Condor product that we're moving out as of today. So we had a little bit of delay with that coming in. So Condor product, if you had anything back ordered or had anything ordered from Condor, that is going out today. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you at between 2 and 3. We're going to post some options that we're going to have in the auctions. And then at 6 o'clock, we're going to have the best auction in the world thanks to XFOG and their awesome fan system. So guys, we'll see you. Thank you so much. Join me here in the morning about 9:30 and the afternoon at 6 p.m.